Okay guys, so let's go and have a look at someone on my store. I think that's me though. Let's go and have a look at customizing the checkout. So just go down to settings here. This used to be different. Everything's so easy to do on these Shopify stores now. Very different from when I was first setting them up. So just go checkout and you can customize the checkout right here. So if we just click on this, but before we click on that, I just want to show you something actually. Customer accounts, I would have them disabled because that can annoy people, and if they're like, if they've got to think they have to sign up for an account or whatever, it can make them leave your website. So just keep that in mind. It's completely up to you. Yeah, that looks good. Require last name only, nice and easy for them. Company name hidden, yes. Address line, yep, that's good. And shipping address, phone number hidden, yes. So just make sure you go through and agree with all these. So like stuff like this, I would leave that to doesn't agree. And yeah, just go through and have a look. So then you've obviously got abandoned checkouts down here, which you can play around with also. But yeah, it depends on what apps you have on your store, etc. So just make sure you go through all these options and have a look. But let's just go back up and let's go to customize checkout, and that'll load up another page. Excuse me. So some main things that you want to know about customizing your checkout are you can change all the colors and stuff like that. You can muck around with a lot of different things here. Yeah, sorry, this is where I want to be. So yeah, banner background image. I would not upload a banner to the checkout page. You want them to stay focused on checking out, not getting sidetracked with some silly banner that you have up there. So keep it fairly plain. Uploading your own logo is definitely a good thing. On our branded store, we have obviously a brand, and so we have our own branded logo, and we definitely have our logo all throughout the website, so that this is where you would put that. But if you don't have a logo or a brand just yet, what you can put here is trust badges. So I would be putting a trust badge here. Just upload that. So yeah, you could get a different one, play around with the size depending on which one that you had, but this is just going to be another added trust factor for them as they're checking out. Like, it's going to be a good thing, and you've got this space here, so why not put that there? So that's one thing that I would do for sure. Trust badge on the checkout page. What else? There's a lot of things you can play with, but a lot of things that I wouldn't play with. And one of the other big things is, so if you're going to muck around, like let's say you're mucking around with the buttons colors, if you're going to do that, because some people like a green button, whatever, if you're going to do that, make sure that you change the buttons that are back here as well. So you don't want different colored buttons throughout the whole thing. So if this is a red button, on the checkout page it should be a red button. So if you change this to a green button, make sure you go back and you change this to a green button. You want it to be exactly the same throughout the website. So otherwise it looks a bit dodgy. If you added to cart here and that looked all good, then you come here and it's bright green, it just seems a bit off, and that can make people bounce off your website also. So those are things to pay attention to. And yeah, that's about it. I wouldn't mess around with this too much. As I said earlier, we actually have a custom Shopify theme we use, and so Ecom Turbo, where you can customize lots of different stuff with that. So with the plain theme like this, free theme like this, I wouldn't be playing around with this stuff too much. You really just want them to check out and think that the page is secure, and not distract them with banners or anything like that. You just want them to check out and pay you some money.